currently at 102 euro dollar.
Well, the parity is now really quite close, and I think unless euro dollar can get above that 103.5 level, perhaps by the end of the week, it could instead drop to parity. And I think we can all see at the form of those risks. I think we've been able to see the form of those risks are facing the eurozone for a while, because it's all linked to energy security, and I think some of those issues really attacking the euro this week. And many commentators like ourselves now believing that recession perhaps is really what's around the corner for this winter for the eurozone, based on the likelihood that energy prices, gas prices, will be very high. We've seen some horrible warnings from the German economy minister last week about the potential for rationing for industry for Germany. If we get that in Italy too, it's difficult not to think in terms of recession for the eurozone. And of course, if we're in recession, well, that tends to highlight the cracks in the eurozone structure, and that is, of course, fragmentation issues are likely going to come to the fore, and all of that is tricky for the ECB and negative for the euro.
Jane, what's surprising is also we're looking at a possible parity, and actually most of the other markets are not batting an eyelid. Is it symptomatic of the fact that we're just not sure what's coming, and so it's extremely difficult to price?
Well, that's right. And I think when we're talking about these uncertainties, any uncertainties, whether or not it be Eurozone recession or US recession or, food issues in Africa, all of these things really mean people buy the dollar. Uncertainties mean that people just keep hold of the dollar because they need the dollar to pay their invoices or to pay their dollar-denominated debt if they're in EM, etc. And all of these uncertainties basically suggests that no one wants the risky assets and everyone wants the dollar. It boils down to something that's really quite simple at the end of the day. So we've got to view the risk for parity and indeed the risk for cable in the context of a very strong dollar right now because of the large degree of risks that are out there.